Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your February 2019 love spread. Okay, it's been a minute since I've done these love spreads, but I feel like a lot of people, especially the month of February with Valentine's Day, it's kind of going to be the theme. So I'm going to go ahead and get these out early. So let's get into it. If you're new to Girl in the Sky Tarot, I'd love it if you'd hit the subscribe button. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and when I do so, I'm going to pick 5 people, and they'll each get a free reading from me. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Swords, and this is about communication. So the King of Swords is a very intelligent, older man, could be a woman, but this energy is like someone very strong-willed and very knowledgeable, someone extremely intelligent, older and wiser, or just that energy of someone who is very well-read. Both, this person is wise in life and books, so they didn't just read the book, they also wrote a few, Okay, so that's the energy of the spread. It may also be an air sign you're dealing with, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Okay, so the first row, now let me show you how this works. In the first row, it is you or the other person, and the second row could be, or the third row could be you or the other person. You're the only one who's going to know whose energy this is that I'm reading for, because sometimes the energies do get exchanged. In the center of this reading here, it is a 9-card spread. This is the energy between you and the person that you're wondering about, okay? So, in the first row, I feel like in the past, this person was very open, offering their love to you. Someone in the situation may have started out with a broken heart to begin with, and you met, when the two of you met, somebody was already going through a major heartbreak. So there was some hesitation. I felt like, this person, when you met, it felt like it was someone you already knew for a long time. And it was kind of like a familiar energy. Like, it's kind of like you looked into their eyes, and this was, to me, this looks like an instant chemistry, but there was a lot of an emotional connection as well as mental. But I do feel like it was sort of slow. Someone in the situation was slow to love or slow to surrender their love. Someone of the people here, the couple here I'm looking at, well, you may or may not be with this person, but we're using your energies right now. Okay, so somebody is feeling really burdened, and the other part of the equation is feeling really independent. I feel like the energy between you currently is somewhat, could be a little bit, there's still a sexual attraction, but it could be somewhat fierce. Like, I feel like one person is sort of moving quickly forward and really appreciating their independence, and the other person is feeling like they've got a lot on their plate, and maybe the world has been sort of heavy for them lately. I'll go ahead and clarify the energy between you. Yeah, so someone is not losing sleep right now. Somebody is not, it's like this is a person that you've had insomnia over each other before, but I feel like that's fading. And yeah, it's also most likely a soulmate, but there's definitely hesitation. So, on both parts. And I feel like these two people are on completely different paths right now. Okay, whoever this person is, the one that was honest and open about their emotions for the other person, they still feel very confident and intuitive, and I really still feel like this person is still in love. But I do think that currently they're having a really shitty time over something, but in the near future, they've got the 4 of Swords, so they're going to be healing. Somebody, whoever it was that had the hardest time in the situation, is actually going to be healing very soon. And they're going to be taking some time out. So I think whatever fires they've had to walk through recently have taken them to a point where they're like, you know what, it's all about me now. It's all about me. So now the other person, whoever came into this situation with a broken heart to begin with, is starting to feel very independent. They could be even financially independent right now, and having some pride about that. I also feel like this person could be gossiping a lot, kind of idle gossip. They might be too proud. It's kind of like they came in with a broken heart. Their heart was healed, and then towards the end, there's some gossip going on. I'm going to clarify that though, like, because that's pretty specific. So the person who came in to the situation with a broken heart is now currently feeling very proud and independent, but there's gossip going on. So I don't know if that's that person just talking or if it's people around them. And then we got the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, somebody's feeling very generous too. There's a sense of charity here. So, okay, one way I'm seeing this is the person who's feeling real independent right now is sharing a lot of information right now, giving information away or kind of talking too much. Like, it's like a false sense of pride, and they're sharing things with people that probably they shouldn't be sharing. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a very, let's get a little bit more clarity on that. Okay, so yeah, I feel like someone could be almost gloating, like, oh, they're so in love with me, blah, blah, blah. So somebody's being an asshole. I mean, really, that's the only way to say it. But, they still care. Okay, we got Two of Pentacles twice, so I don't think that this is over. Whoever this person is, okay, we got Two of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles in the near future. Somebody's has a decision to make, but what it looks like to me is the person who was most, not more in love, but the person who was more open and saying, here's what I want, I love this, and has been having the hardest times presently. But in the near future, they're going to heal and they're going to get over this. Now, this other person who was heartbroken, and then it's sort of like this person loved them back to their self-esteem is back. Well, this person could be, being a little bit too proud, and but I think it's going to surprise them. Yeah, and so this person's on this side who's actually about to do the healing feels like, well, wow, if it's a divorce, for instance, like maybe this person didn't get anything in the divorce over here and that's what they're burdened about, but they still feel love, or they did really feel love, but I feel like they're moving through that. They're getting over it, and something did not work out well for them. Okay, but they got the Prince of Swords in the upright. Okay, so they're going to start new things. They're going to start new relationships. Now, I do see sword, so air could be fire, but there's also pentacles, could be other earth signs. Yeah, King of Cups, water. So it could really be any sign here. But yeah, whoever was the most in love, or I don't even want to say in love because we got the Sun card. I do think it was a mutual thing, and we've got the Two of Cups. So I definitely think it was a soulmate, but yeah, the one who was most expressive about and honest about how they felt, went through a real trial and is going through a real trial, while the other person seems to be doing okay, but I don't feel like that's a reality. I think maybe they're just sort of portraying that they're okay. Yeah, this is starting to make a little bit more sense to me now. So maybe they're talking really tough, like, oh, they didn't hurt me and blah, blah, blah. And in the meantime, there's still a connection. They're still connected somehow. We've got these Two of Pentacles double showing up twice. So yeah, there's a decision to be made. It's kind of like, well, you say it's over, but it's really not. Like, you both know it's not. But this person may actually be moving on. So we got the Prince of Swords. Somebody's ready to start something new, or could be getting messages from others. Yeah, they're getting wise. The person who was somewhat left out in the cold is getting wise. And yeah, if you're dealing with someone who's gotten a little bit cocky, I feel like the joke is on them. Like, you are going to heal. Or if these energies, it could be vice versa. Like I said, let's go ahead and pull another card for that future. Yeah, the Empress. Okay. So, second scenario. Absolutely in the present moment, the sun is not shining, but it once was. So I think people are missing each other possibly in a situation, but it's moving away, like that's only going to linger for so long, right? And then people move on. But yeah, one of you is going through a difficult time right now. They're getting spiritually molded or you know what I mean? They're getting molded. I'm just stay with that word. Okay, well, the other person is acting like they're got everything a-okay over here, Ain't it great the sun is shining? But it's a front. And this person who's going through the toughest time, most apparent time right now is actually getting stronger. They're getting very strong and very wise. And then the person who, yeah, somebody's definitely getting over with the Eight of Swords in reverse. They're not going to be too much in their heads about this. This person over here could be keeping secrets. I feel like somebody in the situation was not honest, is what I really honestly think. Somebody was not honest about either how they felt, or they weren't honest about their actions. But I do see in the future, because what we're looking at are the Two of Pentacles. Like, you got one in reverse and then one right side up. So, it's kind of like you broke up, or there was a decision to walk away. But it's not, one person was like, well, they haven't really walked away, but it's possible that they are going to. So like with this, somebody's getting wise, right? But in the future, the Empress card. So there could be some kind of a creative connections or sense of abundance. Like, I feel like there was probably growth for knowing each other. Yeah, somebody just doesn't want to bicker and fight. Somebody's putting off healing. Somebody's delusional right now with the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, and eventually they're going to heal. All right, you get the Four of Swords here as well in this second spread. So yeah, both of you are going to heal from this. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, for this certain situation, there are definitely, one person's going to heal a little bit faster than the other person. But there could be offers coming in as well. It kind of appears to me that currently somebody may have a lot of options, but in the future they're going to miss that person, or they're going over it in their head and they're, thinking about it one way. But the person who's actually walked through the pain of the breaking up or whatever is kind of showing up. They're going to heal faster. And so they may actually be ready to truly move on. And because they're getting wise, they're actually facing the pain of the separation or whatever. So they're getting wise. Now, like I said, this can go either way. You have to put yourself in it and see how it applies to you. Well, I was going to shuffle these a little bit, but you saw that. This just flew right out. So we're going to take this as your advice card. Oh, I love this. Okay, so we've got sound, music, silence, rhythm, and vibration. So, the advice is to listen to music, play music, sit in silence, meditate, rhythm, actually go walking, things that have rhythm to them. Pay attention to the sounds around you, and the vibrations. If you live near a place with a train, there's sometimes where you can actually feel a building shake from the train, like, the neighbors playing music and you can feel it through the floor, that, vibrations, of that nature. Yeah, music, silence, and rhythm and vibration, sound. So yeah, for you guys, honestly, or gals, this is kind of like, I don't know why I'm getting like an old relationship or, a past breakup, but this is definitely kind of the residual feelings I feel from this, that, one of you is moved on quickly and somebody else has moved on slowly, but more solidly, if that makes any sense. I feel like there's going to be a recovery and probably some type of a communication with the King of Swords, if both are open, but that there could be some mutual healing, eventually. So anyway, that's your reading, Taurus of love. If you're single, I feel like this is definitely saying heal before moving forward. And if you're in a relationship, um, yeah, I would just say focus on yourself, because both of these people got Four of Swords. It's time to take time for yourself, regardless of which one of these you identify with. You both end up healing. You know, this is about self-reflection. And I think that before you can have a healthy relationship with another person, you have to have one with yourself. You have to know what you want and what you don't want. So whatever this path has been, I feel like it's definitely led to growth. So in that way, it's very beautiful. I hope you got something out of this. Please let me know if it resonates, and please subscribe. Until next time.